Mark, you listen to Steve Jones all the time. Yeah, he needs to put on an apron, bro. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah.
Um,
Steve Jones, a
but
legend.
yeah, coaching grades, Brett. Yep, 100%. Got a little off track here, guys. But
Yeah.
all right, Brett. We'll start with we'll go from low to high. So we'll start with like the lowest position group. Start with special teams. Justin Lustig, who might be moving, I guess, but
Yeah.
special
We'll
teams
do it.
coach.
We'll do it as special team coach for him. I mean, retaining him, I think, is an underrated retainment, if that's a word. Um, I mean, he was really good last year overall. Efficient, like nothing crazy with the punt return and kick returns, but he was efficient. No fumbles or uh, his field goal kicker missed one kick all year, and it was because it was blocked at 50+ yards. I like him. He's an Erie, Pennsylvania guy, so Justin Lustig, retaining him is definitely an A. I would give that an A minus or an A actually. I give it an A. I just want to see more in the punt return game and kick return game. Like figure it out to get more yards on that. But yeah, I
Yeah,
would say A minus. Yeah.
back in the day, man, like we had Mike McQuarrie, for example, as our special teams coach. Yeah, it was Mike was receivers, special teams, and recruiting coordinator, Mike McQuarrie. And dude, we had good special teams, man. But it really comes down to the players, honestly. So Justin Lustig, good coach. But the one thing that stood out to me this year with him, because you don't see him a lot, he's a special teams coach.
Yeah.
When Terry was chewing out the ref after the Indiana catch, and Justin Lustig just standing there watching the field. Terry's cussing out the ref, and he's just standing there. Like, he's a good coach, man. Stoic guy like Campbell. There's a reason he brought him back. And again, it's like when O'Brien came in. Who stayed at Penn State? Who did he retain? Larry Johnson? Ron Vanderlyn? That tells you something. Now, me personally, I'm a Mike McQuarrie guy. I probably would have, well, you couldn't keep him at the time, but if that stuff didn't happen, I think Mike McQuarrie would have been considered as well. But like Jay Paterno wasn't considered. Scrap wasn't really considered. I mean, those are two of the good coaches we had. So Justin Lustig, for me, in terms of retention at a position that is important, and you don't have to go out and get another guy that totally changes your scheme and stuff. The move is an A plus, but
Yeah.
I'd give it an A minus to
For
overall.
production from last year. Yeah. Like can he do better? Absolutely. Yep.
So Brett,
Nobody's perfect.
we have like 9 different coaches at linebacker and defensive end. So let's do defensive backs. We'll start from the back and go
Defensive
forward.
backs.
So we got
Deion
Terry
Broomfield. Yep.
Broomfield. I don't know enough about these coaches, man, to make a true grade. I'm honestly, I don't know enough about them. We really can't know that much about them, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
I'm watching Iowa State games, but that's about as far as you can go. You can look at their resumes and stuff, but between Broomfield, I've heard that he's a good coach. I've heard that Terry's a good coach too. Have you heard that, Brett?
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that he's pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say he's an absolute effing legend. So yeah.
All right, so
Um,
well, again, it's the players because at this point with this staff, Stan Montgomery. All right, nice, that's good.
yep, he's the one that
Uh,
decommitted from Syracuse. Yep, that's good news. Yep.
so when it comes to Broomfield, I think he's a good fit, but again, the players matter now. Okay, they're not doing everything. The coaches are good enough now that the players have to perform. Before it was the players had to do everything because the coaching wasn't there pretty much across the board, except for Terry Poindexter. Broomfield coming in, he has the players. So that's going to help. Defensive backs coaching. I give it an A, man. Like I can't give it an A plus because I don't know enough about Broomfield, but with Terry and Broomfield combined, it's an A 100%. I've heard he's a good coach, and they have the players. They have the defensive backs to play, corners and safeties. They got nickel backs. They got true corners. They got true safeties. They got a free and a strong. So we're in a good spot there.
Yep, for sure.
You give it an A?
Yeah, so Deion Broomfield played at Iowa State. He was a good player. He played in the NFL for a little bit, right? So he's got connections to who was it? Now I'm drawing a blank. But anyways, Deion Broomfield, I think he's going to be a good coach, man. He was a good coach. They had good secondaries at Iowa State, so I think he's doing something right. Right? He's coaching them up. So Terry Smith is an A+ himself, obviously. So yeah, I give it an A overall. I could probably say A+, but we'll have to see.
Steven Gonzalez. They're bringing him in as assistant, huh? Interesting.
They have a lot of defensive stuff.
Bro, Chris, where did he play college? But anyway, we got an assistant D-line coach, A- for Terry, B- for Broomfield. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about him. I don't know enough about him. But I think he's going to be a good fit with the players that we have. I'm factoring in the players as well. Okay. Linebackers. So we got dude, do they have an updated coaching roster? I don't think they do. The last time I checked, they didn't.
Linebackers is Vite or whatever his name is from Cincinnati.
Yeah, but we have like we have 3 DCs.
Okay, yeah, but they're all updated position groups. Yeah.
All right, it's updated. Thank God.
Coach Vite.
All right. So linebackers, yeah, Coach Vite. Paulie, you need to go. Defensive line. So we got so yeah, we have 3 DCs, former DCs on our coaching staff on defense. So Coach Vite is our linebackers coach.
So Christian Smith is defensive end coach, technically. Defensive tackle coach is Malloy, like from what they were saying. Right. So there's 2 defensive line coaches to begin with, which is insane. But it's good. But.
Got Dan Connor, we got Coach Vite. So those are the 2 main guys, really. Coach Vite and Coach Connor.
Coach Vite coached the linebackers that we're getting from Iowa State, so they're pretty solid. I mean, overall, they play in position. So I give Coach Vite. I mean, we'll have to see. Like you said, we don't know that much about him. I'm gonna give Coach Vite a B. I think that's.
Well, again, it comes down to the players, man. We got good. We got good linebackers. Don't have enough depth. We got Alex Tash. We got Bacon. We got Rojas. We're losing Arrington. He's going down to defensive end, so he's going to have to eat. But all right, Chris. Yeah, help us out with this, Chris, because we don't know enough about it. B+ for Vite and Connor both. Okay. All right. So we'll take B+. Yeah. I agree with that. From what I know about them, I agree with that.
Yeah, if you're putting both of them, B+ for sure.
Chris, what are your we've kind of talked about it, but what are your thoughts on Dan Connor being demoted to assistant? What are your thoughts on that? I'm just curious. All right, defensive line, Brett. We have Christian Smith.
Mm-hmm. And Malloy.
Yeah.
Malloy. I really like that combination, to be honest with you. I give that a B+ or even an A because listen, Malloy, he gets those big Hawaiian guys. He played at Washington, coached at Samoan. He played at Washington, coached at Washington when they had good defenses. I like what he's doing. He's getting big bodies. I think he can coach them up. And I think Christian Smith, like you said, that beard is just flawless. So I'm
Mhm.
that beard alone gets an A minus. So
Gives
yeah, I'm
an
gonna
A
go
plus.
with yeah, it's an A plus beard. You're right. So yeah, I'm gonna go for the defensive line coaches. I mean, we'll have to see what they do at Penn State, obviously, but I'm gonna go A. I really like what they did there.
Yeah, the fact that they have two guys, they have an edges coach and a D tackle coach. The
Awesome.
defense, I mean, okay, so defensive line coach, technically, uh,
Because it's their
it's not.
specialties instead of just if you were a defensive end in college and you're coaching defensive tackles, you can help them, but you didn't play defensive tackle, right? So like getting one specific coach for each, it's different, but I like it a lot.
Malo is technically our defensive line coach. Um,
Yeah.
and then our other guy is ends. So
Yep.
yeah, Malo is technically our defensive line coach, but
Yeah.
we didn't always have like a D tackle, a D line coach, then an edges. Like,
That's
we
awesome.
have
Yeah.
both. Yeah. So
I'll take it. Yeah.
yeah. So Smith and Malo, between the two, like the fact, yeah, and Malo, he has ties out west.
Yep.
Smith, he's from what, UCLA? What came with Danton Lynn, A plus beard game.
Smith
So
was from Northwestern. I forget where he was from
Northwestern,
before.
right?
Yeah, we got him from Northwestern. But
So the fact that they have both is good. They has more experience, coached longer. Okay with it. Head coaches, yeah, right, 100%. I think they're doing that with their players right now as well. All right, so O line coach Clanton. He drinks beer at hockey games, so that gets him an A automatically. But okay, so let's do tight
yeah.
ends and O line together. So Mauser's tight ends. He's 100% a tight ends guy. Clanton is the offensive line coach. Man, I have to go like A minus, honestly. I really do.
I really
Because
like it. Yeah.
Mauser, the fact that he's the tight ends coach is huge. That is, I think it's underrated. Like a lot of people aren't giving that enough credence. That he's the tight ends coach as well as the OC, and then we got Clanton as the O line coach. Like, bro, Clanton's all about violence. So smashing beer cans on his head and throwing it back, somewhat violent move, and I love it. So I give that an A minus. And Brett
Yep.
and I are gonna like know more and more about these coaches as time goes on, just like we did with Franklin's staff. Like we'll know more and more as time goes on. But I have to give it an A minus, honestly.
Yep.
You agree?
Yeah. Ryan Clinton, A minus. Yeah, I think that's a
O
good
line and
grade.
tight ends both A minus. Quarterbacks. So we're gonna include the coordinators in this, but we got Mauser, the OC, and then as quarterbacks, Jake Waters. So between these two again, because they're gonna be working hand in hand, in my opinion. Actually, like not like the previous regime, they're actually going to work and listen to each other and get ideas. Mauser is a great coach. Waters, again, another guy. I don't know all that much about him because he hasn't coached here very long. But with what he's done, first of all, Mansky came in, got the D3 kid coming in, and we got Becht. So what he's done with Becht, I think, is pretty impressive. He's a good quarterback, man. And Becht was
Yep.
what, a 3-star kid? Like he wasn't that
Yep.
highly rated, was he?
3-star.
First of all, 3-star kid. He's now a senior, so he stayed with Iowa State, and he's coming to Penn State as well. So to me, that says a lot about the coaching. So between Waters and Mauser, again, we'll see how it plays out. I give it a B plus right now. That whole situation. So
Yeah, it's a B plus. Mauser gets a B plus almost himself because he takes shots. He's gonna leave it all out there. Like it might not work always, but he leaves it all out there. He gives his players a chance to be successful. Jake Waters, I think, has done a really good job. Brock Purdy. as well. He was there with Brock Purdy as well, I think. So
Yep,
yeah,
I
he's
think
a
so.
good coach. Yep.
Savon Huggins, running backs. Brett just mentioned him. Did you hear his interview? Right, Brett? You were talking about Savon Huggins.
Savon Huggins. Yeah, I like Savon Huggins. I think his recruiting ties to New Jersey, he's a Matt Campbell guy. He's no bull crap. Like he's gonna see what kid wants to come play at Penn State. He was talking about it. Like if you don't know why you want to come to Penn State and you don't have a good reason for it, then like you have to have a good reason for it. Like if you want to come play because be a part of something bigger than yourself, like Penn State, not just Penn State the brand, like oh it's flashy, but like who you want to be as a human being. And he's got a lot of Matt Campbell in him. So I think his recruiting ties and he's an upcoming coach, a young coach. I think he's got some fire in him, so I like him. I guess Chris said about I guess Waters didn't go to Iowa State till 2024. I missed that, but
Okay.
yeah, I think he's an upcoming coach as well. Played at Kansas State, was a solid player. So
Yeah, Huggins, again, this combines the players as well. We gave them an 86 overall grade.
but yeah, B plus for Huggins for sure. That's
Yeah, I
what
would say
Chris
B
said too.
plus because again, we'll see. But he's got good backs. He's got Peoples. He's got Hanson. He's got Quentin Martin. He's got
Yep.
Cam Wallace. He's
Jim
got
Wallace.
that's pretty much it. And they're all
Yep.
going to play. I think they're all going to play. And I think the order is going to be Hanson. I would say Peoples because I think he's older than. Is he older than Quentin Martin? Peoples.
Peoples.
Yeah.
They're like the same. They're the same age.
All right.
Almost. No, Peoples might be a year older, but yeah.
All right. So to me, in my opinion, it's going to be Hanson, Quentin, and then Peoples. All right. Dude, they still. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Chris's grades were close to ours, so yeah, good grades, Chris.
Our lads still doesn't have an updated Penn State roster. That is super stupid.
They still have to figure out the numbers. That's probably what they're figuring out. What number are they wearing? They're not going to post it until they have that.
Yeah.
Probably.
And last and least, Noah Pauly and the wide receivers coaching situation. I give it an FU for leaving.
Yeah, you get an FU. Yeah,
Give
100%.
it an FU. That's a grade. It's official. FU
Gets an
is a
F.
grade. Gets an
F
FU.
minus. It gets an F minus.
So, wide receivers coach. Who's it going to be? I don't know. So,
No
it's
clue.
an FU for now, but it doesn't count. So, overall, Brett, you do the math. It's about a 90
Lisa.
overall for the coaching staff.
Yeah. Good.
So, the roster was 86. Coaching staff is 90. That's
Yep.
good. All right.
Yep.
Now, everybody in this chat right now, honestly, try to leave the hate out of it. What would you grade this time last year, even last year? What would you have graded Franklin? Okay. And then to end, Brett, we end it with Matt Campbell and Terry Smith. We have to combine. Well, we didn't do the coordinators. So what do you give our OC? What do you give our OC?
Oh, I thought we did. Yeah, I gave Mauser. Yeah, we did.
All right.
Mauser. Yeah, Mauser I gave a B plus. Yep.
All right, DC, what do you give him? I give him
Dan Lynn.
B plus.
I think Dan Lynn's a B plus because he did a lot with nothing at USC, dude.
Right.
That place was a dumpster fire.
So we're at about a 90 for the coaching roster.
Yep.
We got an 86. Now, you want the coaches to be higher rated than the players because they're going to develop these guys. We just got to wait and see, watch it play out. It's going to be fun to watch, 100%. But all right, awesome. Mauser's offense will be the same as Rams. Nice. So we need a Puka Nacua. That's Peter Gonzalez. Matthew Stafford is Rocco Becht. I can't remember their running back. Cam Akers. That's Peoples.
Yeah, big Peoples.
But I think the running backs, man, it's going to be Hanson, Quentin, Peoples, and then Wallace. But I think they're all going to play. So, but I think Hanson will end up being our starter just because he is the most experienced. He's Campbell's guy. But I hope it's an open competition across the board. I do hope that.
It will
Chris
be.
had some concerns about that not being an open competition, but I 100% think it will be. I don't know why it would be. Yeah, going to see a lot of 12, 13 personnel, 100%. Throw it deep. Brett Eskelson is going to get 900 yards receiving in one game. And then our 6'7" tight end is going to have Dwight Clark catches every single game.
He's going to feed families every single Saturday.
Yeah. And Rapp is going to be – they're going to have a statue of Rapp halfway through the season.
He's going to be burying people in the dirt every Saturday, burying people.
And then the last grade, Matt Campbell. Family gets an A+. But what do you grade our head coach, Matt Campbell?
Matt Campbell gets an A. Because of who he is, because of what he's done with nothing. I think he gets an A. So far.
Dude,
I mean, it's preseason.
Bro, that's crazy. So the boys usually look more like their mom, and the girls usually look more like their dad, from what I've seen. So he looks like his mom.
Yep, with the nose.
He's definitely a combo of the two. The daughter looks more like him, and then she pretty much looks more like him. So family gets an A+.
Fun, yeah.
Campbell, yeah, I'd have to give him an A, man. Everything combined. The search, who we got, what he did, how it happened, I give him an A, 100%. We'll see how it plays out, but I give Campbell an A.
Yeah.
So pretty much overall, Brett, at the end of the day, we're at about a 90 for the coaching staff overall grade. Roster 86. And honestly, we'll see how it plays out. This roster somewhat concerns me because you look at this roster, you just don't really know what's going to happen. Can they compete seriously in the Big Ten in 2026? I don't know. Maybe not. I really don't know. But we have good coaching, and that's what matters. We have real coaches. That's what matters. So regardless of what our roster looks like, I think we have what we need, and I think we can compete with the combination of the players and the coaches. That's football. So I think we can compete, but we'll see. The roster does somewhat concern me, though, particularly the wide receiver group. I don't know what they're going to do, and we don't have a coach now. So you know what I'm saying, Brett?
Yeah, I mean, it's to be determined, man. Well, we talked about the roster. I mean, wide receiver, they could be good, but if somebody gets hurt, then there could be an issue. So that's something we'll have to wait and see on for sure.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's it for the night. We wanted this to be shorter, but I got a little off track with the Super Bowl. I'm probably going to do a Super Bowl episode like Sunday or Saturday night. I think we're doing recruiting tomorrow. I don't know if Aaron answered us or not, but yeah. Probably going to do recruiting tomorrow. And then I'll probably do a Super Bowl episode at some point with whoever. I think Jared's going to do a Super Bowl episode. Maybe I can do it with him. But, I usually do it with Anthony Howard. He hasn't answered me back yet. Anthony Howard, real estate agent in Washington, D.C., friend of mine. I've been doing a Super Bowl episode with him the past few years because he's a Chiefs fan. Last year, literally passed out live on air. I did. I think I told you about that, Brett.
Yeah, that's funny.
I literally passed out live. So I don't remember. So I deleted it because I passed out and I was white as a ghost, soaking wet, more soaked than I was getting out of a shower. It was crazy. I don't know. I passed out. But anyway, and there was reasons for it. It wasn't just a random thing. I was being an idiot. Wasn't like didn't eat and whatever. But I turned off the camera, and then you just heard me moaning because I passed out. I don't remember what happened. But if you watch that episode, I still have the video saved. I get greener and greener. Then I pass out. Turned off the camera somehow. That was like subconscious because I don't remember doing that. Passed out. Woke up, and I said, Anthony, I passed out. And yeah, so that was interesting. But I'll do an episode with whoever. Yeah, it is crazy. I guess it was kind of a shaft job, but
Yeah, Chris is saying Lyric Samuel. I think if Lyric Samuel gains a couple pounds this offseason, man, he could be a freak. Peter Gonzalez just has to stay healthy, right? If Peter Gonzalez can stay healthy, he could be ready to go. I mean, he's a good player.
they all need to stay healthy.
He said, "Were you drunk?
No, I wasn't drunk. No, I wasn't.
Dehydrated?"
Long story
Awesome.
short, didn't eat all day. Went to the plasma place after the gym. First thing I did when I got home was drank a beer because I forgot that I didn't eat all day. Okay, I worked all day. Or no, I didn't work. I was off that day. Went to the gym, went to CSL, which is a plasma place. Didn't eat, came home, drank a beer, turned green, passed out. So it was stupid on my part.
Combination, yeah.
Like I didn't eat.
Yep.
But no, I wasn't drunk. No. But I think the Seahawks win. We'll get into it in our I will do a Super Bowl episode for you guys that want to tune in. I think the Seahawks win. As a Steelers fan, Patriots, I hope that franchise literally crumbles and ceases to exist next year. But if they win, they pass us in rings. So please, God, don't let that happen. Now, if I had to pick between the Patriots and the Ohio State losing, I'd pick Ohio State 100 times out of 100 times. But I want the Patriots to lose, and I do think the Seahawks win, and I think they honestly win pretty convincingly because they are very good. And an Ohio State receiver, JSN, pick him to score at some point, I'd say. But, yeah, we'll see, man. Drake May, decent, but that defense is pretty good. But the Seahawks overall are just too good.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know what he's talking about. But no, I wasn't drunk. Crazy that Belichick did. Yeah. All right, guys. Have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. And we will see you probably tomorrow.